Louder. Louder still. I command you as your host. All right, that's enough. Enough. Okay. Well, we're just going to keep things moving right along here since we started a bit late. Our next comedian...
Actually?
Nope. Actually? Somebody says actually? No, whatever. Our next comedian. He has gone before national headliners, and pretty soon he is making a record in Illinois, as is now silent, called This Is Supposed to Be Fun. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Matt Drufke!
Keep it going, yeah, let's hear it. No, stop that. Stop the music right now. No, I don't want to waste any of my time with this music. We're not fucking around. We're starting right now. Give it up for your host, Mike. Give it up for your host, Mike. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, my girlfriend's sitting over there. Why are they not together? You opened talking about killing her. That's why. You're not sitting together with her on the car ride home. That's just not happening. Give it up for Adam, the very talented Adam Grant. Let's hear it for him. Yeah. Give it up for this guy with an eye patch. That's amazing. Yeah. Sir, I don't know what happened to you, but I want to be your best friend right now. Whatever. Come on. Let's hop a frigate. Let's do some shit. Let's go. God damn it. All right. Here we go. Guys, are we having fun here? Let's hear some noise for you coming out on a Monday. Having fun. Make some noise. Make some fucking noise. Now, we're not getting around here. It's supposed to be fun, guys. It's supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be fun. All right. That seemed a little aggressive, didn't it? Calm down. Oh, we're having fun. We're all having fun. Because look, you guys, you had a hard Monday. You had to go back to work. Was it Monday? No, it's Thursday. Shit. Guys, I drink a lot. You guys have had a hard week. So, right? You have to go up and go to your job. But now you get to come here. You get to watch us, me and Adam and Keith. You get to watch us do our job. Guys, we have the best job in the world. Best fucking... Here's what we get to do. We get to come up here, we get to drink, and then we get to swear, and then we get money we spend on more drinking. Like, do you do that at your job? Probably not. But try it. But, well, you know what? Here, or maybe you don't have a job right now. Maybe you're unemployed. Try this. The next time you go to a job interview and your potential employer says, do you have any questions about where we're working? You'll be like, yes! How many times do I get to yell, motherfucker, where is the free PBR? And they're like, sir, this is American Airlines. You are applying for a pilot position, beers in the cockpit. Go fly the friendly skies. God damn it, this is fun. I have so much fun doing this because comedy's supposed to be fun. Sometimes it's fun in a weird way. In December, I introduced stand-up comedy in a little town in Illinois called Lamoille, which if you've never heard of it, I hadn't either. Here's how you get there. Go to Chicago, you drive south into farm country until you get sad, then you're in Lamoille. That's how it works. Yeah, when your GPS asks you if you've lost hope, you're there. You're right there. I had to do a Christmas party for a Lions Club, and they were all kind of old and weird, and I knew nothing about this town, so I looked some stuff up online before I went. Here's what I know about Lamoille. Only two facts. One is that it's one of the biggest towns in its county, little farming town, population 774. Fact number two is that when the census breaks it down, they break it down via ethnicity. So as you can imagine, a lot of white people in Lamoille, 99 point whatever percent, and lower. Finally, 0.12% African American. So now if we do that, if you take 0.12% of 774, you get 1.0004, which I think we all can agree is a weird amount of black people, right? Like that's just a little bit off. So let's round down to one. I mentioned like one black person in this town, and now this 80-year-old member of the Lions Club stands up in the back like a third grader reciting a line in a play and just yells out, "Oh, you mean Tim!" Okay, sure, why not? Side note, by the way, how much does it suck to be Tim, guys, right? Like, that's a terrible... Because you know, look, a little farming town, Southern Illinois, there's going to be a couple racist people there, right? People who are angry at Tim, waiting for him to screw up, have a bad day, cut someone off in traffic, do something bad just so they can be like, fucking blacks in this town. Come in here, take all our women. There are no black women in Lamoille. That's what you need to know. Guys, it is an election year. We're all gonna have to make a choice. And look, I don't know anything about where Crown Point, Indiana stands politically. I don't give a fuck. I don't care who you vote for. If you agree with me, fine. If you don't, awesome too. Here's all I'm gonna say. Just make a smart choice, right? And make a personal choice. Choose the candidate that agrees with you. Because the one thing that gets me angry is the media will try and fuck it all up. And they did it during the Republican debates, and they'll do it during the real-life debates. Where that, like when they're done, they'll be like, what candidate did you find the funniest or the most likable, or do you want to have a drink with? None of that shit matters. It doesn't, right? Like, I'm funny and likable. Get me a beer after the show. I should not be president. I just shouldn't, right? Because those aren't the qualities of a president. Those are the qualities of a guy like me, who when the check engine light on his car goes on, just fixes that by removing the fuse for the check engine light. That's how it fucking... I don't offer solutions, just distractions. That's all it is. If they were like, Mr. President Drufke, how will we fix the economy? It would just be me being like, have another Super Bowl. No, what? No? Fuck. All right. I know I said a moment ago that wherever we stand politically, we can all get along. And most of the time that's true, unless you are a Tea Party supporter, in which case I hope you light on fire and die. Like, that's just the thing. It's just the thing. And don't take it personally, but I want you to be dead. And look, for the record, I don't mind those guys. They all have their opinions, and they like to have little galas, but like they started getting in the way of my personal life. I live in a little town in Illinois, and there's a thing right across where I live. It's called Del Webb Sun City, and it's a retirement old person's compound, I guess they call it. I'm not sure. I just know that like it's where a lot of old white people get together and they vote against school increases. That's what I know that they do. Like, that's great. They had a Tea Party rally at a gas station I frequent, and for starters, this woman, nice old woman, has a sign that says, "Take our country back," which is weird because she had no British accent. Like, that's the first cue. All right, and if you don't get that, find a history major, fucking ask them, they'll explain it to you. All right, give it up for Eye Patch, only guy laughing at that joke. The rest of you all lick my nuts, all right? Just fucking start, all right. She gave me a pamphlet, and it was just miserably printed. It just said, why the Tea Party is awesome. And they listed all the reasons. The first reason they gave was that in 2011, when Barack Obama gave his State of the Union, the Tea Party got to have a televised rebuttal along with the Republicans, which to me is insane, because what that meant is that you had the president and his beliefs and opinions and point of views, however you agree with those, whatever, and then the Republicans with their opposing beliefs. And the Tea Party is just a fucking batshit version of the Republican Party, which that never happens in any other time in history. When you had the Lincoln-Douglas debate on slavery, you did not have Lincoln, followed by Douglas, followed by a crazy racist with a beard of bees just yelling the N-word over and over. You didn't have it. When you had the Scopes monkey trial, you did not have a teacher who thought maybe evolution happened, followed by an oppressive school board, followed by out of nowhere an orangutan tearing a baby's face off. Never, not the once. And look, by the way, this joke kills in red states. I should mention that. I got into a yelling match with a Tea Party person, and I think, like, again, I don't care what they believe, but they're just little things that irritate me. Like the name. You have to change the name. The name is an insult to the people of the Boston Tea Party, the honest-to-God, patriotic Americans who committed this act against tyrannical England. Like, that's not what this is. That's not what this Tea Party... Like, if Thomas Jefferson were alive today and saw, like, not just alive, but, like, took a time machine here, saw a Tea Party rally, you guys, here's what would happen. Thomas Jefferson would attend that rally on the bear that he had owned and muzzled and saddled and rode around his estate. Go to that rally, stab everyone there with the heart he used to, the quill he used to sign the Declaration of Independence. And then he would immediately complain about the lack of black pussy. That's what he would do. That's what he would do. Again, ask a history major if you don't know why that's funny. By the way, here's the moral of that joke, is that Thomas Jefferson rode a bear. Do you guys not know that? Because that's totally true. Our third president, the guy we put on a nickel, men carved his face into rock in South Dakota, rode a bear around his estate like a horse or large dog. That's awesome. Here's how awesome that is. I was trying to think what the modern day equivalent of coolness that is. What Barack Obama could do today that would be just as awesome as Thomas Jefferson riding a bear in 1790 whatever. What could he do that would be just as cool? You guys know what he could do? I'll tell you. He could ride a fucking bear! That's what he could do. Riding a bear, coolness peaked at riding a bear through all of history. And that is the only thing, coolness, that's all it is. But guys, that's so fucked up, because everything changes in life. Like, everything gets better or evolves or changes. Communication and transportation, education. Sex has changed, guys. Sex has changed into something different. This thing that, like, we need and want want and crave, this thing that men go to fucking war and invention and that women go to white wine and Jason Mraz albums. Sex has changed. But riding a bear, Thomas Jefferson, best American ever. Who's with me on that, huh? Yeah. I just needed a drink, so please keep clapping a little more. Oh, sakes alive. I'm a big movie fan, so I'm super excited to see The Dark Knight Rises this summer.
Yeah.
The new Batman movie? Yeah. I'm just a big Batman fan. My favorite movie of all time is The Dark Knight. That last movie with Heath Ledger as the Joker. It's my favorite movie ever. I love that movie so much, I own it on DVD. I had to buy a second version because I wore out the first version, right? Like a DVD normally has like grooves, and when it was done, it's just solid glass. And it was here, we'll do an informal poll here in Crown Point, because I can see everyone in the audience. I'm going to ask you guys to put your hand in the air if, just like me, you saw The Dark Knight. Who here saw the movie The Dark Knight in the movie theater on opening night? In costume. Who did that? No. All right. Not even you, eye patch? Come on! I thought you were on my side. Oh, shiver me timbers. All right. Look, it wasn't a full costume, but I dressed for the occasion. You know what I mean? I wore my Batman t-shirt because it looks awesome, and I'm a man. You know what I mean? I'm a man, all right? Like, I knew it was going to be a long movie, so I wore comfortable shoes. I knew I was going to be excited, so I wore a condom, right? And guys, that's how you get thrown out of a movie theater real fucking fast. Here's a true fact about me. I love Batman. I fucking love Batman. I have seen every Batman movie since that first Michael Keaton one, the opening day it has come out. My parents said the first one I was a kid, I've seen every other one opening night. Opening night, one of those I took a date to. I took a real-life human Earth woman to see Batman and Robin, the fifth one, the bad one, the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And they call it the worst comic book movie ever. They ain't fucking around, right? Like that's true. And I'm more of a fan than I am interested in this date. So I'm just staring at the movie. And here's how bad this date got. Ladies, I want you to try and picture this. At one point, I'm just angry at this movie, and I take my nerd rage claw and just drive it into the popcorn to try and just fill the emptiness in my heart with anything, right? This woman, God bless her, I was 18, she was 17, her name was Beth, she had red hair, and she smelled nice. She tried to save this date by putting her hand on top of mine in the popcorn, which is amazing. My response was simply just looking at her and saying, if this popcorn's not big enough, I'll buy you your own! It's not how you get a second date, guys. I'm recently separated, which I don't know why, right? With ideas like these coming out of my mouth, who couldn't stay with this, you know? But so I do a lot of drinking with drinking buddies. We all have drinking buddies, right? Yeah, we all have people that we can drink with. Yeah, my drinking buddies are the four glasses I bought at Target that have Marvel comic book characters on them. Those are my drinking buddies. And they're great. Well, hold on. I was about to say they're all great drinking buddies. That's a lie. Two of them are great drinking buddies. One of them has the Hulk. The other has Wolverine. And those are the guys you fucking want to drink with, right? Those are the guys you want to not want. Because everything about those guys are drinking. Every part of it, right? You have the Hulk and Wolverine. You have fucking anger and personality change and memory loss. That's drinking in a nutshell. The other two, not the best drinking buddies. One of them is Captain America, which is like, for starters, Captain America, very judgmental, right? He'd be like, take it easy, soldier. Fuck off, Cap. Two, Captain America served in World War II, and I've done shows at Veterans Halls, and I've like tried to have drinks. If you have ever tried to have a drink and then talk about your problems with anyone who served in WW2, they ain't fucking having it. You know what I mean? Like, drinking to them is a mechanism. It's what they need to get by and survive the fact that for however many years, their life was the first 10 minutes of Saving Private Ryan on a loop. They do not give a shit that a song on the jukebox that you played reminds you of your second ex-girlfriend, all right? They will punch you and call you a faggot. And they don't like Maroon 5. That's what I learned. They don't like Maroon 5. Sorry, veterans, all right? They told me she will be loved, all right? Not the case. The last glass, which is the worst, is Spider-Man. And And Spider-Man is just a pussy. Like, you can't drink with Spider-Man for many reasons. Those of you who know nothing about Spider-Man, namely the women, let me tell you, for starters, Spider-Man's a kid. He's in high school, right? He's a child, and I can't drink. I'm 32 years old, guys, all right? I cannot drink with high school kids. I don't want to go to anyone's parents' basement to drink, right? I don't want to play Pong or quarters or any fucking drinking game. Like, I don't want to play drinking games. They get in the way of my drinking, all right? Like, all right, yeah, I get it. You're 18 and drunk. I don't care how good you think the black keys are. I don't need to see 100 YouTube videos of you trying to fucking prove it, right? Like, and finally, I don't know, sometimes we drink because we're sad. I drink because I'm sad sometimes, and when I'm sad and drink, I get sadder. And Spider-Man is the fucking saddest comic book character ever, so I don't want to see him drunk. The saddest comic book ever, alright, this will see how many nerds are in the audience. The saddest comic book ever is the DC Marvel crossover called Spider-Man and Batman Get Drunk Together. The last panel is just both of them in the Batcave, Spider-Man mask up to here, just yelling, "My parents are dead too, I'm not a sullen dick about it." That's how that one's from me. And so, whenever you try to evaluate the things you did wrong, and look, I just wasn't a good husband, and I get that. Didn't do the big things right, didn't do the little things right. I am the worst present buyer in the history of ever. Like, no one wants a present from me, they're terrible. And for the record, like, and I'll say this, look, if you are a woman in this audience, and there are many of you here, you all look very nice and lovely, and you have a boyfriend, or a husband, or a chew toy, or whatever, and they are buying you presents you do not like, it is your fault. It is your fault. Fix it. Get better. All right? Because that's what I'm saying. Here's all you have to do. Tell us what you want. Tell us what you want, and we will get it for you. We're not smart. We just want to make you happy. So tell us, and we will get it for you. Right? I would try to do that. It would be like my wife's birthday was coming. Oh boy, it's coming up a cool ways. I just thought about that. April 14th. And every April, I would just be like, "Hey, what do you want?" Not in that tone, by the way. And she would say the same thing every fucking year. She would just be, "No. I don't want to ruin the surprise. Give me a gift from your heart." I'm like, "My heart is covered in Cheetos and failure. I don't know what you want from me." Fuck. Last year we celebrated our 7th wedding anniversary. This one things were really rough, but I still wanted to get her a nice gift. You know what I mean? So I saved up months of just months of money, and I went to Jared, the jewelry store, not the sandwich guy, because I'm a fucking winner right here. A couple things you should know about me. Like, we never had a lot of money. We still don't. We got our wedding ring from a friend in a van, right? I had never been into a Jared. If they have them out here, and if you're a guy and you need a self-esteem boost, you fucking get into a Jared Galleria of Jewelers tonight. They treat you so well. They treat you so well. I walk in, they hand me a bottle of water, they whisk my kid away to this play area. There's a box of umbrellas against the door with a sign that said, "Welcome to Jared. If it's raining, take an umbrella. Bring it back next time. We're Jared." They then sit me down in this leather massage chair thing. They give me another bottle of water. I had to open the first. Then they start showing me all this beautiful jewelry. Then they start showing me prices. Then I remember, I do this for a living. My wife did not care for her gift. It was 2 bottles of water and 4 umbrellas. You can't say I went to Jared enough times to make that right. You can't do that. There are a couple things I did well. And this is what when you're a guy, you gotta brag about the little things. And I'm gonna say this. I am the greatest tampon bot. Did I just have a stroke or did the lights go down? Because I yell a lot. I'm thinking, all right, okay. Just warn me next time. So I was like, do I need to lie down? And why is my left arm not numb? I'm the greatest tampon buyer in the history of men. I do it. I'm awesome at it. Even now that she's gone, I still keep in practice. Ladies, if you need one, just meet me up back after the show. I'll know what you want. I'll just hand it to you. And you'll be like, how'd you know? I'm like, I can smell it. I'm part bear. That's how that shit works. But like any skill, and this is a skill, it's a fucking skill, you have to get better at it. The first time, I was terrible. Here's this time. The very first time my wife asked me to buy tampons for her, I was on a stage in a little town called Aurora, killing it, like always. Don't be some on your way home? And I say, yeah, I'd love to. And in my head, I'm like, I am the greatest husband alive. And she kept talking, and I heard none of it. Which is bad news when it's 15 minutes later, I'm just standing in front of the Walgreens, staring at a wall of tampons. There are so many. Like women, I had no idea my wife could be so choosy of what she put into her vagina. After all, she was married to me, all right? That's the biggest laugh I get all night. Fuck all of you. Everyone. But look, and like, there's just so many choices of different things. Like, you have to pick the right brand name and the wing surface. Like, and just, and there's flow. But they're organized by that, which is fucking gross, for starters. And just line them up, like normal flow and medium heavy flow. And then one which was just like, holy shit, were you shot in the vagina? Like, I thought you needed that blood to live. You need to watch out for vampires and or werewolves? Is your vagina in the book Twilight? That's what I'm trying to ask. A friend of mine said, you just gotta get back on the horse and start dating. And suggested I do online dating. Anyone brave enough to admit they do that around here? No? Alright, that's fair. We're all cowards. A friend of mine is on eharmony.com. eharmony.com is, what they do, they make you pay a lot of money. And they give you, they justify it. So they're like, oh, we give you these tips to make your first date special. But fuck it, you guys all came out here to see me yell at you for a while. I'm going to give you one of those tips for free. Tip 1, eHarmony gives, for any of you who might have a first date, like maybe you, now that you found out he wants to murder you. Tip 1 is to keep your first date under an hour. 1 hour, that's it. Date over, get the fuck out. Which is no time at all. No dinner is an hour, no movie is an hour, the show is an hour. Furthermore, like, that just puts a lot of pressure on everyone. And I do not deal well with pressure, right? If I was on one of these days, I'd be like, holy shit, I got 1 hour to tell this girl all about myself and find out all about her and see if there's a connection and be funny and witty and charming and put something in her drink in under an hour? Like, what do you... I haven't even seen a wine list yet. Whoa! What do you mean this McDonald's doesn't have a wine list? Shit. And it's weird, because I get, like, I'm not what people call a conventionally attractive man. I look like Shrek put on a suit. I get it, right? And there's just women, like, the first impression is everything. It's everything. And what I learned, because women, like, they have to visualize, they have to see it in their head. And I've had women tell me this, just be like, I don't see us having sex. Like, I can't picture it. It's impossible for me to visualize. I've tried to visualize, and here's what I see. I see kind of two out-of-focus bodies with just like black TV edit bits where naughty parts are just banging together over and over. One time I tried really hard to picture what was like. Here's what happened. My vision went dark, and I smelled walnuts, and I just blacked the fuck out. That's what happened. I'll do this one, and then I'm getting close. Dating is weird, but you guys, do you know who has it easy? Children. Stay with me. I work with a woman who has a daughter who is 15 years old. 15! This girl has a boyfriend, new fella in her life. It's time for the mom to sit this girl down and give her the birds and the bees talk. And she said, I just want you to be safe. And the daughter tells her mom this. The mom is telling me this story in horror. She said, Mom, we're not having sex. We want to be safe. And I told her, Mom, they've been having anal sex, guys. 15! How are you not shocked? But 15? Because it's safer. That's like saying, no, I don't want to own a gun, but I want the house to be safe, so I bought the lion. That's what I've done. 15! By the way, that is clearly a prank created by 15-year-old boys to be awesome. Because I don't know if you know this, in the baseball metaphor where first base is kissing and a home run is actual sex, you know what anal sex is? It's buying the fucking team. That's what it is, right? Like, or as I like to call it, managing from the dugout is what I like. Two more minutes, can I get 2 minutes real quick? All right, I want to end on this one. I want to give it up for yourselves one more time for coming out and supporting comedy. Keith Evans is going to be up next. He's going to be awesome. What's weird about getting separated is that there comes the point where you gotta figure out everything. You've got to divide everything up. You know what I mean? And divide up into stuff. The weirdest thing my wife and I had to divide up was 11,000 bees. talking about how great it is. You get the wax and the honey and blah, blah, blah. My wife's like, oh, that sounds great. 2 hours later, she's on the internet spending $600 buying bees. She impulse bought bees. And here's a little news. I'm afraid of bees. They terrify the shit out of me. My wife had a little bee tattoo on her back. I slept the other way. All right? And she tried to calm me down by saying this. Hey, calm down. Bees will only attack you if they are afraid or intimidated. And I said, well, let's figure those out one at a time. One, I don't know what bees are afraid of. All right? They're not like you or me, miss. I don't know what you're afraid of. Whatever you're afraid of, like burning alive or drowning or like dying alone. How about being stung by 11,000 bees? How about that? Right? And intimidated. You guys, I'm going to intimidate any bee. Bee sees me coming. I'm bigger. I make more money. I went to college for a year. I drive a 2001 Subaru Forester with 217,000 miles on it. Check engine light's been on for about 40,000 miles. I'm impressive. That's what I'm saying. And my wife, the bees have to stay with me because my wife lived in apparently an area where bees are not allowed. That's not where she is. So now I have them. And I don't know what to do with them because, like, it's a weird process of separation. Like, I don't know if any of you have ever tried to be with a woman that's, like, had a kid from a previous marriage and they just get angry and indignant, like, you're not my dad. Now, the problem is that when 11,000 bees do that, they sting you out their butts, all right? I still remember how excited she was for that first harvest. First harvest, you have to wait 6 months in buying these bees. It was 6 months. So it was $600. It was 11,000 bees. It's about that much honey. Maybe that much. You guys, for $4, I could have driven to a jewel, bought the fucking bear of honey. And no, now when I use the bathroom, I don't have to wear a beekeeper's costume every time I take a shit, all right? You guys have been a lot of fun. Enjoy the rest of your night. I hope you had fun. That's great. Oh, you guys, we have the best job in the world. Best fucking... Here's what we get to do. We get to come up here, we get to drink, and then we get to swear, and then we get money we spend on more drinking. Like, do you do that at your job? Probably not. But try it. Well, you know what? Here, or maybe you don't have a job right now. Maybe you're unemployed. Try this. The next time you go to a job interview and your potential employer says, do you have any questions about where we're working? You'll be like, yes! How many times do I get to yell, motherfucker, where is the free PBR? And they're like, sir, this is American Airlines. Yeah, let's go. God damn it. All right, here we go. Guys, are we having fun here? Let's hear some noise for you coming out on a Monday. Having fun. Make some noise. Make some fucking noise. Now, we're not getting around here. It's supposed to be fun, guys. It's supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be fun. All right. That seemed a little aggressive, didn't it? Calm down. We're having fun. We're all having fun. Because look, you guys, you had a hard Monday. You had to go back to work. Was it Monday? No, it's Thursday. Shit. Guys, I drink a lot. You guys have had a hard week. So, right? You have to go up and go to your job. But now you get to come here. You get to watch us, me and Adam and Keith. You get to watch us do our job. You are applying for a pilot position. Beers in the cockpit. Go fly the friendly skies. God damn it, this is fun. I have so much fun doing this because comedy's supposed to be fun. Sometimes it's fun in a weird way. In December, I had to do stand-up comedy in a little town in Illinois called Lamoille, which if you've never heard of it, I hadn't either. Here's how you get there. Go to Chicago, you drive south into farm country until you get sad, then you're in Lamoille. That's how it works. Yeah, when your GPS asks you if you've lost hope, you're there. You're right there. I had to do a Christmas party for a Lions Club, and they were all kind of old and weird, and I knew nothing about this town, so I looked some stuff up online before I went. Here's what I know about
Louder. Louder still. I command you as your host. All right, that's enough. Enough. Okay. Well, we're just going to keep things moving right along here since we started a bit late. Our next comedian... Nope. Actually? Somebody says actually? No, whatever. Our next comedian. He has gone before national headliners, and pretty soon he is making a record.
sitting over there. Why are they not together? You opened talking about killing her. That's why. You're not sitting together with her on the car ride home. That's just not happening. Give it up for Adam, the very talented Adam Grant. Let's hear it for him. Yeah. Give it up for this guy with an eye patch. That's amazing. Yeah. Sir, I don't know what happened to you, but I want to be your best friend.